Welcome back. Thank you for staying in this far. We're here to talk about mental health. What is mental health? What do you know about mental health? What is your opinion on how people's mental health has been affected out there? So many people are committing suicide. So many people have completely given up in life because of their mental state. People are unhappy, people are unstable because maybe they're jobless, because various reasons. Everyone has their reasons out there. So what is mental health? Today we have Kelvin Ogada here with us to share with us a little knowledge, or a lot of knowledge we would really appreciate. If he's here to share with us so much info on mental health, how to take care of ourselves, what is happening out there, what he has been doing in the community to make it a better place in regards to mental health. Kelvin,
yes.
Karibu sana.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning. So tell us, who is Kelvin Ogada?
I am a mental health advocate. That is the thing that I'm looking at currently, because this is a topic and an issue that cuts across everyone, and it's a global issue, you know. So I am a mental health advocate. I work with a few organizations that still advocate for that, and that is what I do basically. Professionally, I'd say I'm a journalist professionally, and I decided to venture into this to help the community understand the issues. The issues that pertain mental health.
In your position, what is the definition of mental health?
I'll give a general definition that is used by World Health Organization and many other organizations. Mental health is the emotional, psychological, and social well-being of an individual. So that is the simplest way to define mental health. Yeah.
Do you feel like what are your feelings towards the current state of the youth in this country?
The current state of the youth in this country is quite astonishing, because with the mental health has been there over time, but with the pandemic around, things have not been okay, and we've seen that. We've seen people, couples killing each other. We've seen love gone wrong. We've seen a lot of things. We've seen so many suicide cases, and the state at which we are trying to sort this issue out isn't something that I would say we are doing our best, because we are at that point where people are getting stigmatized, yet they are facing mental health. You know, they are facing mental issues, mental illnesses left, right, and center.
No one wants to listen to you, because even me, I have my own issues.
But not no one, but some people. You know, there are people who listen. There are we have people who will want to know what you're going through. People will want to help you out in whatever you're doing. But we've seen cases where people are making fun of this issue, and it is a very, very, very crucial issue.
So what are we supposed to do about it? How can we go about it?
First, I'll give you some statistics by the World Health Organization. So between the month of June, 3 months to June, Kenya had more than almost 500 suicide cases. That is that amount was big, more than our annual generation of cases. So you can imagine, we usually have let's say 300 cases, but this year
it has almost doubled.
We had that case. Then another issue is this mental health. The mental illnesses contributes to almost 700,000 deaths globally. It's not an easy issue. You get it? And in Kenya, you will realize that mental health affects women mostly. But the end result, which is suicide, affects men mostly. 6 out of 100,000 people are suffering from mental health. 9 out of 100,000 men die of mental health.
I feel like for women, women talk more than men.
That's true.
So I feel like men go through mental health issues a little bit more than women, because they have they're not confident enough to share whatever it is they're going through.
No, it's not that men are not confident enough. It's the perception that people have put on men.
You're supposed to be strong.
Yeah, thank you.
Kangumu.
If a girl child falls here, utasikia mtu akisema, oh mama pole, can you bring her sweets? If a boy child falls and he begins to cry, utasikia no, wanaume waliangi. That is something that
supposed to be strong.
Yeah. So men grow knowing that this is just a small issue. Yet
it's growing inside.
Yeah, slowly by slowly. It's affecting them. You get it? Yeah, so that is the state at which we are.
So it is safe to say you should speak out as a man.
Yeah, speak out.
Just because you're a man does not mean you're not.
I always tell my friends,
even cry if you have to.
I always tell my friends it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah,
but it's not okay to stay down thinking that someone will come to your aid. No, not at all.
Unless
not
you speak
at all.
Up, no one will know you're not okay.
True.
It is true.
Yeah.
It is
you
very
get
true.
It. So it's a broad issue. And I'll tell you, almost 1 billion people suffer from mental health globally. I mean, 13% of the world population have mental health issues. You get it?
Yes.
And Kenya being a third world country, you'll get that our facilities, our mental health facilities are quite poor.
Sure.
Huh?
But they're doing that. They feel like they've started to improve, because right now KNH are giving free psychological services. Mathare as well. I found out the other day that they are giving the services at a very affordable fee.
It's true, they're trying, but 77% of mental health deaths are from Africa and sub-Saharan Africa and the countries that are third world. So we need to do better. We can do better than what we are doing currently. Sure. One thing that I'll say, the reason why I think mental health issues are escalating, we try to talk to someone, but someone is not listening. You get it? You get that there's this parent who is ever busy.
Yeah.
Ever busy. A child is trying to communicate, Mom, I have something to tell you. Relax. We will talk tomorrow. In the evening or tomorrow. You get it? And that story goes that way. So you get that when this child grows, they think, if my family can't listen to me,
who will listen to me? Yes.
Who will?
True.
You get it? We don't support our kids. Parents are
we are busy
reluctant.
chasing this money.
Parents are becoming reluctant. Not all, but some.
Few,
are becoming reluctant. I have had issues where a girl has shared her issues with her mom and the dad, but they don't care. So that's where we come in. That's where we try to uplift these people, telling them, today you're like this, tomorrow you will be better if you hold up your head and realize that this is something that you can brush off. It's not easy to brush off, yes, but with proper guidance, proper treatment, you can work out this issue. Yeah.
Do you think Kenyans are open to therapy?
Most people fear therapy. That is something I'll tell you.
Why would you think that most people fear therapy?
Because people fear sharing. I'd say women try. They share, they break down, and it's okay. But men, therapy. Someone will say, "Nah, let me handle my issues. Like, come on, let me face this. Let me face this. I can do it." Yet, whatever you think you can do is beyond you. You get it? So we need to seek help. whether we like it or not, we need to seek help.
Does your organization offer this kind of help?
Actually, I work with a few organizations. One that I'm working with is Strong Pillars Entertainment, based in Mlolongo. It's an organization that works with the youth. We empower youths musically in the industry of art, and through that, we are able to talk to them and tell them about mental health issues and help them where we can. I work with another organization. It's a CBO called Friends of the Community. Friends of the Community is an organization that offers help to children's homes. We have charity missions every third Sunday of every month. So we basically we have missions every month. We are self-sponsored. We get donations from members and everything. So through this, we get members who can talk to the kids about this issue, because this issue has to be settled from down there, from below. You know, these kids grow. They see a lot, especially with this age and era. They see a lot of things. You get it? So those are the two main organizations that I work with. Although there is another organization in making, which hasn't stood yet. We are working on facilitation and everything, but that is the organization now that will tackle all these issues, cut across every issue, menstrual health, mental health, life skills.
So let me ask you a question in regards to children in high school.
Yes.
We've had so many cases, we've had so many schools having issues with schools
getting banned.
Do you think that it is the children's mental state that is causing all this?
Partly it is, but you know, these are kids, and some of them, there's this issue of peer pressure and everything. But also you'll get to realize that we've not since the onset of COVID-19, we've not had the music festivals, we've not had the sports, drama and everything. So you'll realize that it gets to a point that this education becomes, they're
being overwhelmed.
With staying in school. So you get that we want to go home, but what is the easiest way we can use? I'm not justifying. I'm not justifying that it's okay, but we should see this issue from a different angle. We should not see it as a blame game. We blame the kids, then they blame we should see it from different angles. We should see it from the perspective of mental health. We should see it from the perspective of issues like life skill issues like self-esteem and issues like as I said, peer pressure, you know? So we should realize that there's a reason why this has happened. Initially, we used to say that kids were banning school because of mock exams. Now, what can we say is the reason? We don't have mock exams. You get it? So this is something that the stakeholders should take a look into deeply and delve into it to realize where the problem lies. Because it's been like the schools are so many.
Because it reached a point all kids were told to go home.
These kids wanted to go home. They wanted some. They wanted
a break.
Some time to breathe. You know. How can you? The time that I checked on the calendar and realized that there was a point. The kids went for 1 week. 1 week, 2 weeks. You're closing.
It was actually 1 week.
It's end term, and you're going home for 1 week. You know.
When you're supposed to come back, you've left home. Your parents are telling you, "Sasa tumelipa school fees wiki moja imeisha. Sasa tunatoa wapi school fees? You have assignments. Basically, you don't even have a break."
Sometimes you get at home, your parents are releasing their pressure on you. You know. Mbona usomi? This kid is not good academically, but you want, they have some other talent.
But there's no space to
there's
bring
no
up
space
what
to
they are
to do what they love. You're forcing them onto something they can't. Truth be told, we have kids who are good in sports, drama,
music. True.
Yeah.
Very true. There's a time you've told me that you tell your friends that it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
So how do you identify the red flags? How do I tell, this friend of mine, Kelvin, is not okay?
You have a friend who is always jovial. You get it? Then all of a sudden, they want to push you away. You know, they don't want to communicate. You know, those are some of the red flags. You have this friend who always visits you. 2 days, 3 days, she or he's not come. You've not seen them. You call them, they're not around. What do? You just assume they're okay? No.
You try and help.
Yeah, you try and seek help. We have people who talk to us. They come and tell us, I have this and this problem. How can I handle it?
But some people are so afraid to be judged.
Yeah. Actually, that is one of the things that make people not speak out.
Yeah.
You're afraid. What will he say? What will they say?
This person is
Yeah, this is my life. This is the terrible life I'm going through. Actually, let me face it. Let me see whether I can handle it. But you don't know that within the time that you've not spoken, the problem has accrued, and you're at a break point. Yeah, you're breaking slowly by slowly, but you think you're okay. It's okay not to be okay.
True.
But it's okay to speak out and get help.
So in the event I realize that my friend is not okay, where would I tell them? You can go to organization A, you can go to organization B. What are some of the organizations that help people or that openly receive people to speak out and to share their problems and to get help?
We have so many organizations across. First of all, You've mentioned a few organizations, but based on issues of gender-based violence. Those are some organizations that can help you. Akina Feeder. We have UN-based organizations that can help on the same. We have if you go online, we have Kenyan-based organizations that help on these issues. I haven't checked on them as much because I have delved much on what the World Health Organization is doing to tackle these issues. But there are so many organizations. You get it? Ata uko kwa mtaa, there's someone who is talking about this issue, and there is someone who is ready to handle it and listen to this issue. It's not everybody who takes this for granted. This is a very, 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 very crucial issue. Yeah.
So me as a person, or that person who is watching as an individual, what can I do to make the community a better place? What can I do for my family and friends to make them feel they can speak up, they can open up? What can I do?
Be friendly. Just be open with the people you're around, in that they can share what they have. We have parents who are not free with their kids. Why? Because there's a way they treat their kids to an extent that their kids can't open up to them.
But I have my own problems also.
Yeah.
There's someone out there who's saying, but even me, I have my own problems. Will I be able to listen to you and help you out with yours? Who will help me with mine?
Why don't the two of you share your problems?
What if you're not as open to listening to my problems as I am open to listening to yours?
No, that is a personal decision to make. If you need help,
go look for help.
You'll go look for help. You get it. I was to talk about in a psychological perspective. We have different ways of parenting. This is something that I learned when I was in school. We have 4 different types of parenting. We have kids who can be punished, strokes and everything, and they'll change. We have kids whom, if you talk to, they'll listen.
They will listen.
We have kids who need to be neglected. I'm sorry to say this, but we have kids who need to learn the hard way. Yeah. asiyefunzwa na mama, funzwa na ulimwengu. There are those kids mwenye atakuja later aseme enyewe,
you are right,
I learned it. Like the prodigal son.
Yes.
You know? And there are kids whom you need to mix both punishment and talking to them for them to change. Unfortunately, most parents don't realize this. You get that you punish a child all through, then they turn to be something else, then you're like, I'm done with this child. Have you tried other methods?
No.
You haven't. You've decided to take law into your own hands. You've decided to take your kid to...
Yeah, there are people who take their kids to the police station.
You get it?
So you need
to realize how you handle your child.
And it takes a toll on the children mentally.
Yeah. This child can't share anything with you.
True.
Maybe the child is growing and something is happening to her. Like maybe a family member is doing whatever he or she is doing to her or him.
So your parents tend to side with the relatives because wewe ni mtoto hujui maneno.
Kufanyia hivyo huyu ni mtu mzuri. You get it? So the kid can't share because they fear you'll scold them. You get it? So these are some of the issues that we have. Mental health also affect children because you'll realize that this year the youngest person who committed suicide was 9-year-old. 9-year-old. I mean, 9-year-old. That kid is so young, you know. And maybe they tried to share something, or maybe something happened to them, and they tried to share
talk
it, but
to someone, but no one wanted
listen.
to listen. Yeah.
You get it?
Yes.
So it cuts across all ages, all genders. Yeah. It's a serious issue. It's a serious issue.
This is quite an interesting conversation, and sadly, we have come to the end of it.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but we can always continue with this conversation on our social media platforms.
True.
You can tell us what your social media platforms are.
Personally, I'm Ogada Kelvin on both Facebook and Instagram. You can visit these organizations that I have mentioned. Friends of the Community have a website. It's called Friends of the Community, www.friendsofthecommunity.com. We have a Strong Pillars Entertainment. We are Strong Pillars Entertainment on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, and we also... We've come across. We've decided to come up with another organization. It's called Strong Pillars Women Empowerment, where we empower the girl. We empower the girl child. Yeah, the girl child needs to be empowered.
But
so
the
that
boy child has really been neglected.
No, listen. The reason we began this organization is for the girl child to empower the boy child, because it will take a lady very easy time to convince someone to speak out. Like I can't convince a man to speak out. If they will, they will lie to me.
I feel like mnakuanga boys.
Yeah, tunakuanga boys.
Mnakuanga boys. Hakuna venye unaweza mwambia niongeleshe nini mbaya.
Yeah, tunakuanga boys, but we don't share everything.
So if you can't share with your boys everything, how will you share with me?
Ladies are just magical. I don't know.
We can agree to disagree on that one.
No. Trust you me. I have seen this work.
This conversation will not come to an end. So what we will do, we will continue with the conversation on our social media handles. Our handles are at KUTV Kenya on Twitter, at KUTV Kenya on Instagram, and at KUTV Kenya on Facebook. My handles are Wangare_Gikunda on Instagram, Wangare Gikunda on Twitter, and Wangare Gikunda on Facebook. Let's continue with this conversation. Tell us, is it easier for a man to tell a woman his issues compared to a man sharing with the fellow man? No, I feel like it's vice versa.
No, it's like...
But let's hear.
It's like a son. It's not easy for a son to share his issues
the father,
with the dad.
But it's easier with the mother.
Thank you. That is a good example, and we've wrapped this thing.
Well, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. Share with us your opinions. And I'll read one feedback here. It's from Toto Wamariam. It says, it's okay not to be okay. Men should embrace speaking up when undergoing pressure. Shed a tear if it's a must. Lakini hapo kwa kulia in public apana.
You get it? Ushaona sasa?
Yeah, kwani what is the worst that
women
would
break down in public. Why can't men break down in public?
What is the worst that would happen? Lakini hapo kwa kulia in public hapana. Well, unless wewe ni wa Chelsea. Kona ubad. But thank you so much for joining us, Kelvin. We appreciate the conversation. It was very lovely. It was very interesting. We've learned a lot. We'll be right back after a short break.